and we welcome you live from the N.E.W. Turmoil Arena in London, from the Alexandria Palace. We are back in our nation's capital once again. A turbulent turmoil awaits. I am Max Radix alongside my broadcast partner, the illustrious N.E.W. World Heavyweight Champion. What a night it should be, Owen.
An absolutely incredible night awaits us indeed. Again, I've got to admit I wasn't too happy with my performance last night, but that doesn't change a thing. Of course, GBH, not even in the N.E.W. rankings as far as I'm concerned, but still, if he wants a title match, he'll get a completely different person.
Well, I mean, of course, GBH beating you with that German suplex, that hellish German doing. I mean,
it did hurt. I can't deny that. That's why he won. I couldn't get free. It shook me, but
I mean, you arguably have to admit as well that because GBH did beat you, I mean, he would be in line for an N.E.W. World Heavyweight Championship shot.
Well, again, we'll have to see what Adrian Goldman says on that. I've heard no news, of course. At least, at the very worst, I as well as Sonya Jackson got to show off those new belts Adrian Goldman has given us. But we are kicking things off here tonight with another one of the UK 6, and this time it's the three losers. Of course, V of course being one of those, but has found himself on EFW and therefore is not on this card.
Yeah, I mean, it's the second chance essentially for these three men in the UK 6, the tournament for the #1 contendership for the United Kingdom Heavyweight Championship. Extreme Rules triple threat between the Prodigy, Quinn and Kevin Cannon. All three of these men know that tonight is their last chance to book themselves a place. Only one man out of these three men will continue on in the tournament. Well, I've got to put you on the spot here. First match out, Erwin. You've wrestled all three of these men. You know what they're all capable of. Who's your pick in the Extreme Rules triple threat?
Well, I've got to say, here's the thing. I'm not a huge fan of giving people a second chance in something like this. Of course, Adrian Goldman realising with 10 men in a ranking, you can't get 6 people out of that in one-on-one competition. Judging from what I know of these guys and their matches in this UK ranking battle for that Battle Royale spot, I would have to go with Quinn. I think Quinn showed the best performance out of these three in his match.
Well, there you have it. Some would say Quinn was a dark horse, the Prodigy.
Plus he's got a really good t-shirt.
Well, some would say good, some would say tasteless. The Prodigy, 5'11", 149 pounds from Bangor, Maine. Not short of confidence is the Prodigy.
No,
you may have guessed that by his name, but it's only lately that he's started to realise that great potential he's always had, Erwin. I mean, how many years has this guy been considered a potential champion, but he's never quite broke the glass ceiling. The last few months he's looked a lot more focused and a lot more zoned in on a championship.
Well,
it's
again,
not close, but again, can he break through that glass ceiling?
Well, I've said it before, time and time again, about the Prodigy. Never took his matches seriously, completely underestimated his opponents for the longest of times. Kobayashi found himself ejected from N.E.W. back to EFW due to poor performance. That, I believe, is what truly turned the Prodigy around, because after that we've seen no expenditure of lack of effort on the Prodigy's part.
Well, here we go, Quinn, the fashion disaster from Melbourne, Australia, 6 foot and 243 pounds. I have no taste. Have you seen yourself, man?
I'm surprised that's not on the...
He looks like he's an AC/DC tribute band. Look at him.
I'm surprised that's not on the merch store yet. I bet when it is, it'll be the hot seller.
I still love the fact that I had my name on a t-shirt before you did. Take that, Mr. 4 times world champion.
If it's a t-shirt like that, you can have it. But again, I think he was really impressive in his last match in this UK attempt. Got really close close to winning, in fact. I think which, again, saying that though, the Prodigy faced Snake, if I remember rightly.
It's true.
And did not do terribly for himself.
Well, Double K, Kevin Cannon, no strangers to the extreme, and if you're picking Quinn, then my vote's going to this guy, Kevin Cannon, 5'7", 146 pounds, from Allentown, Pennsylvania, proud member of the Militia, a former European champion, the only guy out of these three men to hold a title before here in N.E.W.
Came out here last night and said that the Militia was not weakened by this split, and that when they came back united, the tag division better look out. Was quite confident in his match that night. Took Tyler York out of his comfort zone, went beyond Tyler York's sort of comfort limit of time, but I don't know if those words were overly true. I think he was still a bit shook about not having a partner at ringside.
I completely applaud Kevin Cannon's approach to this whole matter. I think he's seen the huge benefits, the potential benefits of V being on E.F.W. and the Militia being able to have an influence on both brands. It can only mean good things for the Militia if they handle it right. Great start to this match by Quinn and
Prodigy. Go at it there. Before involving himself, drop kick to the back.
Stomped that spine by the audacious Aussie with that planning DDT by Double K. Now stalking the Prodigy. Finally got a hold of him with that inverted.
And again, one huge turn in that match last night was when Tyler York dodged that karate kick of Kevin Cannon. That can be a game changer right there.
Oh, well, absolutely. I mean, the fast feet of Kevin Cannon and the Prodigy going to be something to watch in this matchup.
Quinn a little cocky there.
Yeah, Quinn's has never lacked confidence, we'll put it that way. Oh, big elbow to the spine after that sling blade to the Prodigy, and that's the big Australian here trying to gain some momentum. Oh, quick, lightning fast reactions there by Kevin Cannon. Oh.
Yeah, dodging a couple of shots, but not. Oh wait, maybe all of them.
Yeah, that was a great armbar takedown there by Kevin Cannon, essentially flipping over Quinn using his own body weight against him. Prodigy now back in the wing, trying to interject himself in that little tussle. Doesn't get that far. That's a suplex slam for his trouble.
Kevin Cannon almost picking up speed here, which is a worrying thought. Misses with the kick though.
Yeah, he wasn't quick enough. Oh, big backdrop by the Prodigy. Tassels and all. He's making his way back into this one. Oh!
Quinn suffering here. Started off strong, but it's starting to take a beating now.
Runs those ropes.
Oh! Structure Topper on the way.
Yeah, Mike is down. Our senior official, Mike Shatopa, took a hit there.
Prodigy shaking his head at him. Well, there. Thoughts from our wrestlers.
Oh! Shaking it off. Double K checking on the boss there, Mike Shatopa, who seems to be fine. This match continues. Extreme Rules, it wouldn't matter anyway.
Oh yeah, I mean...
Does Bob Turner even come to N.E.W. shows just in case Mike is ever actually KO'd?
I don't even know what would happen if Mike was KO'd. I don't think there is another referee in the building. Oh wait a minute!
Oh dear God! An exploder suplex to Mike Shatopa!
You've got
the Prodigy done?
You've got to hope that was intended for Kevin Cannon, but it's definitely not who he got there.
Russian leg sweep by Double K.
Neck breaker.
Big neck breaker, but another Russian leg sweep to the Prodigy. The damage has already been done to Shatopa. How is he even standing?
Well, he's been in that ring a long time in his career. Maybe he's finally getting used to taking bumps. Before long we'll see him. In fact, I feel like I remember him hitting someone with a table at some point.
Oh, finally DDT by
Maybe that was the last ref. Back when we had spares.
Oh, why do you think he's not here anymore? You can't hit the talent with tables. On the top rope goes the Prodigy.
Oh, baseball bat to the
misses with the elbow. Oh, no, yeah, that big baseball bat by Quinn. Move Double K out the way, and the Prodigy hit nothing but Matt with that big elbow.
And now it's almost a battle over who gets to beat Kevin Cannon up here. Quinn finally taking umbrage to that.
Oh my word, face buster there by the Prodigy. Quinn again, in no rush to interject. The Prodigy a little bit quicker on his feet, and a big club to the back. Oh, big elbow right to the skull of the Prodigy. Sidesteps the clothesline. Oh!
Prodigy back in control here.
Yeah, the Prodigy with those quick counters. Big club to the head. And again, that big inverted slam. Pressing his whole body onto the chest.
Going for a pin on Cannon, who is still down.
We're in two. No!
Vicious double team, essentially.
Yeah, Double K showing his own mettle. The man from the militia, no stranger to these extreme rules matches. As I said at the start of this match.
The masterpiece! Well, that could be it right there.
I think Matchatop having flashbacks. The Prodigy goes for the pin. Referee's down.
Quinn's too far away, but Cannon somehow kicks out.
Again, Double K with some superhuman resilience right there, kicking out of the masterpiece. These crowd are on their feet. What a way to kick off Turmoil. Oh, what a planning DDT.
Quinn almost getting bored there of waiting. Takes to the outside, but Cannon follows.
Club to the back of the head of Quinn. Misses the lariat. Another DDT on the outside on that wafer-thin mat.
That
humanity
is not going to tickle Quinn. Cannon could have the advantage here. No sign of the Prodigy.
Skull met concrete right there. Shatopa's down. Two.
Covers in his back
no, again. Again, 2.9 this time. Quinn with the kick out.
Again, these know this is their last chance. They've already had one shot to get into that Battle Royale.
What a great tournament this has been. To find the #1 contender for your United Kingdom Heavyweight Championship. Oh, big kick by the Prodigy right to the head of Double K. Goes for a belly to belly, blocked with those forearms. Hard right hand. Fireman's carry counter there by the Prodigy.
Rolls away. Came running back in, but caught yet again.
Kind of knocked it to speed once again, but this time fell foul of the Prodigies.
Blocked a shot.
Feet, hard right hand though. By Double K trying to fight back, but those quick back again.
Forth between the two.
Big neck breaker by the brother. Oh, what a bulldog by Quinn.
Quinn had been waiting quite some time.
Goes for a pinch. Shatopa's down. Two. No.
Only a 2 again.
Well, how close can you get? A whisper away.
Quinn now thinking
and
what his next move is. Goes for another pin after jarring that arm.
Two. No. Again. Super Tassels kicks out.
The Prodigy here showing great resilience. Finally counters.
Oh, big elbow right to the shoulder blade of Quinn there.
Big shot to the face.
And what an uppercut as well.
Yeah,
the Prodigy just throwing soup bones there. Double axe handle. Double K on the back. Oh, what a chop. The Nature Boy would have been proud of that. Quinn rolls out the ring. Goes for a pin here. Not even a 2. Well, the Prodigy's not going to be beaten with the sheer will he's shown tonight with a simple kick to the back. It's going to take something big to put any of these men away.
He's found a kendo stick.
Yes, he's looking for weapons, and it is that vicious kendo stick. Throws it to the floor and perhaps wants to utilise it in more ways.
Oh, the karate kick! Oh, sayonara, Prodigy, that is it. That is all she wrote. That was a home run, folks.
Oh, but hang on, Quinn's right there.
Time too. Yeah,
no!
My God!
Well, a fight from the...
Oh, a second karate kick! This time to Quinn. Might just have broke his jaw right there.
He didn't beat the Prodigy with it, but he's still down. This could be it right here.
No!
Quinn digs down deep this time.
Sheer instinct alone from the man from down under.
I think Cannon there applauding his opponents.
Yeah, I don't think Cannon can quite believe that this match is still going on. I don't think the fans can believe it either. Oh, what a forearm spring smash drop kick.
Oh, double boots right to the chest, but the Prodigy had regained consciousness. Not enough.
Leg sweep by Double K.
Still on top of this match here, but must be a bit worn out.
Starting to gloat, starting to try to get these fans behind the man from the militia. Is this wise?
Probably taking a bit of time to get some breath back.
Not even a 2, and Prodigy clearly had all that time to recover there, getting his shoulders up fairly quickly. Kevin Cannon clearly making a bit of a mistake there because
another kick!
Again, that home run kick by Kevin Cannon.
But ran right into the fist of Quinn, who sweeps the legs, trying to turn Cannon around and does.
Boston Crab, full Boston there applied by Quinn.
Locked in far too deep, and Kevin Cannon, after expending all his energy,
bridge right back, almost snapping the spine of Double K, and the man with questionable fashionable sense but undoubted wrestling ability, Quinn, has won this one and has booked his place into the UK title battle royale. That's a great victory for Quinn Owen.
That #1 contendership battle royale is going to be insane. Kevin Cannon so close there.
All 3 of these men had chances to win it. What an incredible way to kick off Turmoil live at the Alexandria Palace in our nation's capital. What a night for Quinn. What a way to kick off the show.
Oh yeah, huge way to kick things off here. Of course, there is far more action where that came from. Into the tag team rankings now. Of course, we saw Wade Nelson and Zach Fuller as Full Nelson take on Redemption last night, which is Franco and Marty, 2 newly formed teams. Redemption picking up the victory.
Oh yes, follow that one, gentlemen. Franco and Marty will face Bart Root and Troy Webster. Classic tag team matchup here in N.E.W, of course, one of the hottest tag team divisions in professional wrestling today. But one of these teams be the team to face the team after Riot 11, because of course Adrian Goldman, as we know, likes to think ahead. Magnum Opus, the N.E.W Tag Team Champions, set to face Los Luchadores at Riot 11.
Yeah, already booked on the card. So this is essentially to find out who will face the winner of that.
Will it be Franco and Marty, aptly named Redemption, or will it be the Trailblazers?
I mean, of course, whoever wins this has a long way to go through those tag rankings, but it's the search for the next contenders. Essentially 4 tag team veterans here. The Trailblazers recently reuniting, the first ever N.E.W tag team champions. Franco and Marty, of course, had their experience in the Brotherhood and the Crew.
Obviously, both of those men won the tag team title with their teams retrospectively as well.
Yeah, both have won it twice. I made a point about that last night.
Well, here come Redemption in that white of Franco and Marty. Franco 6 foot 248 pounds and Marty 6'1", 220. Franco from Beverly Hills, California, and of course Marty from Denver, Colorado. 2 of the best out and out athletes on the N.E.W roster.
Yeah, and a really interesting pairing again. They don't have to really waste time getting to learn what being a tag team's all about. They just have to learn how to work together.
We have 4 two-time All-Americans here in N.E.W, wherein it's Franco and Yuri and Marty and Nate. All 4 of those men represented their country on more than one occasion in their chosen sport. That is
quite a sensational statistic considering the history that those teams have had here in NEW.
Yeah, most definitely.
The Trailblazers, as you quite rightly said, though, in the first ever NEW Tag Team Champions. Well, they've reunited by sheer aggression alone. Bart Brute and Troy Webster. Brute 5'11", 230. Webster also 5'11", 230. Both of these men from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, the childhood friends.
Want to go through the stats, as I said, the Crew and the Brotherhood both had the tag team titles twice, whereas these men separately have held them 4 times and 3 times respectively. Of course, Bart Brute went into TMDC, whereas Troy Webster joined the Misfits and eventually the Enforcers, picking up victories there.
Oh yeah,
but not in tag team competition. Those 3 times of the Trailblazers alone.
Should be a tag team clinic with 4 separate tag team specialists. Of course, here tonight, Mike Chatoparu, who's recovered from his shots in the first match here with a plum, here to call the action.
Oh! Big double underhooks there.
Yeah, beautiful double underhook there by Franco. And it's so refreshing to see a team with Franco in it where you can tell him apart from his tag team partner.
Well, of course you'd say that. Yes. 4 very distinguishable characters here in this matchup. Oh! Shot to the leg there from Bart Brute on the outside. Oh! Sends Franco into the steel steps.
Yeah, right into the steel. Gut first. That heart-stopping shot. Franco, though, however, fighting back. Oh, what a hip toss there. Take that Bart Brute right into the steel barrier.
Yeah, Marty was considering jumping down there, I think.
Franco running out of room to work with there, but those big elbows and those stomps to the chest. Mike Chatopa still with the count. 7. Oh, onto the steps again. Coast to coast, if you will, or should I say steel to steel. This attack continues on the outside. It's counter 8. Mike Chatopa is not messing around here. Franco needs to get Bart Brute back into the ring, or at least get himself back into the ring, and he does. Oh,
10.
Count out redemption.
Well
done it. What a shock here tonight.
Not a happy response from the crowd, and understandably so.
Well, who would have thought that? Who would have seen that one coming? Excuse me, I mean Franco and Marty and Bart Brute, Troy Webster. We were set for a tag team clinic, and Franco and Marty came here tonight with a game plan. Franco with the assault on Bart Brute on the outside.
Sending his head into the apron repeatedly, clearly not happy with that steel step shot from Brute, and clearly going, fine, we'll just beat you at your own game.
Into the steps twice, into the barrier. Multiple attacks on the outside. Franco clearly going for the count out victory. Well, a victory is a victory, and redemption move on. What a shocker there.
Yeah. Not the slow-paced tag team clinic we were expecting, but
certainly not.
Well,
just shows you anything can happen in NEW.
Again, redemption essentially making quick work of other tag team veterans there.
All coming up next. We have to move on our 3rd match tonight, a one-on-one. It's ladies' night here tonight now. It's Alice Young versus Cole Albert Clemens, who's the veteran of the women's division here in NEW, where in this one should be a good one.
Oh yeah, I mean, again, unless it ends in count out. But I don't think these two are going to leave that ring. I think this is going to be heavy hitting from the offset course. Cole Albert Clemens is one big mama, to say the very least. 6'8". I mean,
one big mama. Yeah, I think CSC is actually the biggest woman on the NEW roster.
I believe she may be.
She's certainly one of the longest serving, as is Alice Young. I mean, you know, we talk about founding blocks a lot in the red hot women's division there. These two of those women in that conversation, I would say, certainly.
Oh yeah, I mean, Cole Albert Clemens did come in a little later, but not too much. Of course, Alice Young, Diana Simmons, the first ever women to compete in the first ever match on Brawl.
Well, Alice Young, 5'5", 132 pounds from Memphis, Tennessee. Proud member of True Force, there you see, with a tag team partner, the Brazilian behemoth Diana Simmons. Of course, Young is a former women's tag team champion and a two-time women's heavyweight champion. And the master of the Tennessee chicken wing, submission specialist.
Yeah, held those tag team titles with Diana Simmons for an impressive 57 days. In those two runs as women's champion, she has held that belt for 97 days, also impressive.
Well, the founding block's a hero, and it is True Force. Is there a more dominant women's team here in N.E.W?
Well, I mean, arguably Foxy Valentines, but only because they have the championships at the moment. And we'll see them face the Outlaws.
A belt doesn't always make them the best. Cole Albert Clemens, 6'8", 274 pounds from Manchester, England, a two-time women's heavyweight champion in her own right. CAC, the Lone Wolf. As deadly as she is beautiful. Still on the hunt for that elusive third women's heavyweight championship, Erwin.
Yeah, a very unusual wrestler, but a powerhouse in her own right.
Flexibility meets finesse, power meets prowess. Cole Albert Clemens pretty much can do it all, a great all-rounder here in N.E.W. versus the technician Young.
It was 84 days in her two runs.
She totally rings the bell. Here we go. Oh! Tremendous athleticism by Young there. Round bar takedown. Somewhat athletic style there by Young. Going right for the arm there with the big knees and then a series of kicks and
my word, what a flurry there.
Forearm smash there to Cole Albert Clemens. Oh, big knee to the head.
Well, again, these two have faced each other before. I think Alice Young knows she has to hit hard and fast to take down Clemens.
Young taking a time on CAC. Oh, what a cross body.
Long distance.
Tremendous air Young got there.
Has completely rocked Cole Albert Clemens with this level of offense. Here, sends her to the outside. We're maybe in danger of another count out here.
Yeah, the aggression shown by Young early on in this one has certainly rocked Clemens. Mike Shatopa begins that liberal count of 10. I'm not sure if the N.E.W. faithful could handle two counts in a row, Erwin.
I don't think we want to see it. And I always say a count out, to me, does not count as a victory, even though it is technically a victory. Clemens worryingly taking this further up the ramp.
Yeah, that steel ramp, there's no mats out there, folks. It's nothing but steel. Cole Albert Clemens completely ignoring the count of Mike Shatopa is taking this one into no man's land. It's clearly got personal between Clemens and Young in the past few weeks, and the accumulation of that is happening right before our eyes here.
Single leg drop kick,
Young
didn't take her down.
Oh, what an uppercut there by Clemens. Right on that steel ramp, oh, a club to the spine again.
Count
sheer
of
aggression.
7. Surely we're not going to see a second count out here tonight.
I feel we're going that way. We're up to 8 already. These women are nowhere going to get back to the ring by that time. It's just become an assault. We need security out here. Count of 9. Young's not going to make it. Young is not going to make it.
There was the 9. Clemens is out there. I don't believe it.
Second count out.
A second count out in a row.
Alice Young, a Cole Albert Clemens. But the assault on the outside on the ramp started by Clemens.
Are you starting to see now why I prefer Extreme Rules matches? Because that kind of thing can't happen. You find a definitive winner.
Well, the master of the Tennessee chicken wing had to resort to other measures here tonight, but as I said before, folks, a victory is a victory. It wasn't the clinic that we expected for or hoped, Adrian Goldman may not be happy about two of his marquee matches for Turmoil ending in a count-out here tonight. The Mad Professor may have a trick up his sleeve to answer some controversy here with.
Well, yeah, I mean, thankfully we still have 3 more matches to go, but 2 countouts in a row. The fans are not happy here tonight. However, another one-on-one, so again we may run the risk of yet another count-out. If we do, my apologies personally, ladies and gentlemen, because I know that doesn't make for entertaining watching. However, it is Kobayashi taking on Wade Nelson.
Well, look who's got his ringless in the twist over
to
there.
find our final piece of that Battle Royale puzzle. The man who has truly redeemed himself in the eyes of Adrian Goldman gets a shot against the one who has taken the Reaper down for a title, the only one so far. And his tag team partner gets a shot at the Reaper to do just that again come Riot 11.
Well, I mean, what a story between these two men. What a story for Kobayashi. Oh, wait a minute.
Hang on a second.
Well, stop the presses. Because the headline is here. It's Snake, it's the mastermind, the leader of Magnum Opus. What a magnificent suit that is. What is Snake here for?
Oh, who knows? Let's find out.
Well, Snake with a blistering tirade against the CEO Adrian Goldman, claiming he's lost control. Used the 2 countouts tonight as an example and claimed the mastermind could run the show better. My God, what a bomb Snake has just dropped here at Turmoil tonight.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't agree with his opinion on Adrian Goldman. Clearly, these decisions not in his control. However, he did also point out those 2 countouts not being cool.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Snake, the mastermind of Magnum Opus, being endorsed by the N.E.W. World Heavyweight Champion.
I wouldn't say endorse. What's that thing you always say about squirrels always finding nuts once in a while? I think it's just a case of that.
Even a blind squirrel finds a nut once in a while.
Exactly.
And you cannot call a 7-time world champion a blind squirrel, Erwin. That man's found his nuts. He's found plenty of nuts. That man is quite literally swimming in nuts.
Well, when you live as long as he does, you're bound to find more than one. Anyway, we move on into our UK 6 final matchup to find the 6th man in that battle royale to find the #1 contender for the UK Championship.
Truly a tremendous story against two tremendous athletes. A story of redemption either way. Wade Nelson and Kobayashi have earned their stripes, have taken their beatings and come back stronger, and tonight are one match away from a potential UK Championship.
And while Kobayashi started on N.E.W, these have both made their way from EFW back into N.E.W for Kobayashi, here for the first time for Wade Nelson. Of course, this is not his first matchup here. Wade Nelson even being endorsed by Red before he retired, which couldn't be a greater honour for him, no doubt.
Oh, absolutely. Wade Nelson there given the keys to the kingdom by the Icon Red.
Speaking of icons, I think this man is destined to be one.
Well, absolutely. I mean, some would say a credible shout out for the Hall of Fame. Kobayashi, our first import from Japan, 5'10" and 230 from Osaka, Japan, from Kobayashi and the Dog, the charismatic if unconventional tag team. Former TV champion, self-proclaimed TV champion, former European champion, and Kobayashi back where he belongs in N.E.W. What a journey it has been.
Yeah, I mean, in his early days, won that TV championship, held it for 128 days, lost it, was never quite the same. Really went on a downward spiral to the point where he found himself booted from the company back into the developmental company. Rose through that like a phoenix out of the flames and has found himself back here as a result, winning a match against V. But now has to face someone I believe he actually faced in EFW, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, Wade Nelson and Kobayashi have met before. Zach Fuller coming to the ring to support his tag team partner tonight. Fuller and Nelson have been tight for a while. Trained together a lot extensively in the compound. Nelson 6'2", 240 from Fargo, North Dakota, a former EFW World Heavyweight Champion, and chosen by the original Rebel, the Icon Red, given that iconic jacket that Nelson proudly wears to this day. A big future ahead of this young man. Can he beat the Japanese veteran Kobayashi here tonight?
Well, I believe once again, technical difficulties have struck.
Well, yes, the Tech Monkeys are being whipped as we speak, as we throw another banana into the cage, and Adrian Goldman has his shotgun pried out of his hands as we try to bring you the 4th match here tonight at N.E.W Turmoil. We apologise for the break in our broadcasting. We hope to continue with the show as soon as possible. In the meantime, Erwin, I have to ask you, I mean, both these men, they've fought against each other in the past. They clearly have a mutual respect for each other. It's a classic one-on-one. Now, Nelson, arguably the quicker of the two men, but Kobayashi with the experience. It's a close one to call.
Oh, very close. I mean, we almost don't know what to expect from Kobayashi now. He is officially back in N.E.W. But we don't really know what to expect from Wade Nelson. We haven't really seen him compete much since making it to the N.E.W roster.
That's a very good point. There could be a shade of ring rust to Nelson's approach here, but that kick, that infamous kick, the kick heard around the world, the Insaguri that beat the Reaper, the first man ever to do so, will that kick have a factor in tonight's confrontation?
Of course.
Between the man from Japan and the Fargo Flyer.
And of course, these two have essentially both made huge history-making things in their past, and now have a chance to finally kind of carry on that story. I can't wait.
Well, no, it's
kind of annoying that something happened there, that we were being told in our ear that we're having to hold this off a little bit.
Well, yes, Lindley, our producer, has once again beaten up Bob, our senior tent monkey, who is being slapped relentlessly as we speak by Adrian Goldman, and called several flattering names we may have to explain to HR in the morning. But we are being told we are heading back towards the ring for our fourth match tonight, a one-on-one between Kobayashi and Wade Nelson.
We got Nelson and Kobayashi in the ring now, waiting patiently, corner and corner, which shows there's no real animosity between the two. Zach Fuller, I believe, out here for support.
Oh, I believe
Hopefully
so, yeah.
He won't get involved. Well, what a match this is going to be when we finally get back to it. Camera malfunctions, can you believe it?
Well, we are live.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Well, as we did our last sound check before we head towards our fourth match.
Here we go.
It's Kobayashi and Wade Nelson. Shitope better late than never rings a bell, and here we go. Lock up. Nelson getting the better of Kobayashi in the corner, overpowering the veteran. Mike Shitope breaks the two men up with Kobayashi in the corner. Lock up again. Nelson not giving Kobayashi any room to breathe there. And right back up to it. Shitope again with that counter again.
Perhaps
breaks the
trying to
men.
infuriate him here.
Oh! Bulldog there by Kobayashi. And that GBH neck wrench.
Solidly applied here
by the New Japan veteran. Slamming that head right back into the canvas, goes for the middle rope, high risk. Oh! And that's why we call it high risk. Misses big with that elbow, gives Nelson a chance to capitalise, and he does. Big neck breaker by Nelson.
Oh, Kobayashi though fighting back.
Hard knee right to that good final carry counter there by Nelson, quick on his feet. Good ring presence there by the young man. Outsmarting the veteran there, big knee to the head. Constant pressure by Nelson, Russian leg sweep. Focusing on that upper body, Irwin. Torso neck area of Kobayashi must already be on fire after this early attack by Nelson, now trying to fight back with some hard knees of his own. Oh, what a hurricane round there.
Oh, and a big kick to the back. Went for a drop kick though.
Sidesteps that drop kick. Oh my god, what a DDT by Nelson.
Leaping up. Driving the head down into the mat there.
And all of that 5 and carry counter by Kobayashi. And anything you can do, I can do better by Wade Nelson.
Oh yeah, it's staying back and forth here, very close as we expected.
Oh, what a chop! A chop from hell by Kobayashi. Right across the bridge of the nose of Wade Nelson. That had to sting. What a kick to follow up. And now the veteran has taken control.
Yeah,
with those two hard strikes.
Change the game here.
Snake eyes. Just an old school beat down, Irwin.
It really is. Shot to the ribs.
Nelson fighting back hard, left hand needs to hit this. Yes, he does. Suplex slam.
Misses with a kick though. Kobayashi still fighting back.
Big backdrop by Kobayashi.
Nelson rolling to the relative safety of that apron. But I don't know how safe that is. considering what we've seen tonight.
Kobayashi still showing he's got that lick of speed. Hard forearm smash. Knocking the spit out of the way, Nelson.
Nelson back up, gets in.
Should open up to 3. Nelson back in the ring. Back on the attack. And Kobayashi on the outside, fighting back with that stiff forearm. Nelson clearly dazed. Cannon's a scoop slam. Needs to stay, and he does tornado DDT. Using his own momentum. Finding that other level. Wade Nelson is refusing to die. Where have we seen that before?
Well, yeah, he is one of the most resilient wrestlers we've got.
Rather. Where the hell does he get this from? Oh, went for the kick. Went for that round. Oh, what a front-facing drop kick from Kobayashi. That missile drop kick.
Well, you've got to think if that kick connected, it would have been over for that German.
2. No.
Oh, look at that! Zach Fuller just pulled Chitopa out of the ring. I don't believe it.
Yeah, Fuller interfered. Kobayashi had this one. Mike Chitopa is furious with Zach Fuller.
But has not ejected him.
I cannot believe my eyes. He has no chance to...
I think Fuller pleading that he got a bit emotional there. But this was a good
no
match.
Excuse.
No, this match has completely changed
a one-on-one.
now.
That was a disqualification as far as I'm concerned. Kobayashi has had this match won. The veteran could have been screwed here. Oh, what a kick!
Super kick. Wade Nelson now. Off, beginning to pick up some momentum.
Corkscrew. Absolutely, Owen. Snatching that momentum away from Kobayashi, who again with that surge of adrenaline, not quite enough though. Wade Nelson right back on him. Oh, another planning DDT. Goes for a pin here. Oh, come on, no, not this way. Not this way. Come on, no, yes! Kobayashi kicks out.
Still in this one.
Somehow, someway, Kobayashi got his shoulder off the mat.
Oh, what a enziguri in the corner.
Was Feet of Fury.
Jumping 450. Standing 450. Or leaping, I don't know. He was gearing up for it, but it was a
tremendous athleticism, whatever the hell it was. An armbar, a hammerlock there.
Oh. Kobayashi somehow has enough energy in him to lumbar check him there.
Just a beautiful lumbar check, as you quite rightly said, Owen.
Nelson is down. Oh, wait. Oh. Drop toe hold.
Shades of Terry Funk there, going for a pin. Funk Terry Funk once won the world title with that very manoeuvre.
Oh yeah, he
don't say it,
slamming into that mat. Nelson now going top rope, high risk. Oh, Kobayashi moved.
Yeah, the 450 crossbody was not enough. Kobayashi rolled out the way. All of that experience coming to fruition there. The New Japan Hall of Famer
goes
still
again.
got a trick up his sleeve. German bridge, and there it is. 2.
No! This time Nelson gets out of his own volition.
By the enamel on his teeth, Wade Nelson survives again. Kobayashi middle rope, misses with the elbow. Nelson rolls out the way. What a match!
What a match indeed. Nelson coming back at it. But Kobayashi caught him in a backdrop.
Yeah, Kobayashi and Wade Nelson have gone back and forth, refusing to give up any ground.
Oh, Tiger suplex.
Beautiful Tiger. Beautiful Tiger. No.
Don't see that
Thought
every
that
day.
was it.
It's a beautiful manoeuvre.
Yeah, beautifully executed by the veteran.
Oh.
Sit out suplex.
Took a lot out of Kobayashi.
Yeah, he's starting to feel the fatigue here. And that's not what you want against someone like Wade Nelson, who just seems to sink down deep and find more energy out of nowhere.
Yeah, well, there may be more years behind than there are in front for Kobayashi, but
A boot of his own before
let's give him
Nelson
Wade
could lift
The fight of
his.
his life here tonight. What a backdrop by Kobayashi.
It was an incredible backdrop. But still doesn't think he's done enough to put Wade Nelson away.
Step up Enziguri. That could be it.
Could very well be it. Needs to drag Nelson away from the ropes.
Will that be enough time for Nelson to recover? Shatopa's down. 2. Yes, there it is.
Kobayashi with the win and finds himself in that battle royale. But after that battle, how is he going to fare tomorrow?
Both these men gave everything they had to get that last coveted spot in the UK 6 tournament. But eventually, begrudgingly, Wade Nelson, resistance faltered, and Kobayashi, road to redemption is complete. What a night
I'm
for
just
that
glad
man.
that one didn't end in a count out. What a match that was. That makes up for it, if you ask me.
Absolutely.
It's so good
Worthy.
to see him back here in N.E.W.
Back with
Kobayashi.
style, Owen. In a big, big way. What a victory over Wade Nelson.
Yeah, huge match. Coming up next, an Extreme Rules match in the N.E.W. rankings now.
oh yeah, it's going to be a brutal affair between the German suplex machine Alex Crom and Casey Judge, who's no stranger to the extreme himself, two of the most aggressive men in the N.E.W. locker room, I think it's fair to say, by a long, long way, Owen. And they go one-on-one here tonight, and this one's not going to be for the weak of heart.
No, it's not. And again, I've had no word from Adrian Goldman as to who I'm set to face at Riot. I would assume it would be Yuri after he won his Better Man Series matches. I would assume that is who I'm set to face at Riot. Again, the boss has not told me. But of course, with GBH's victory the other night, arguably beat the champion, you get a title shot. That's usually how it works around here. But then there's this. This is in the rankings as well. So maybe Adrian Goldman is looking for someone else before Yuri gets his title shot. And again, of course, the question of whether GBH gets a title shot.
Well, yeah, I mean, speculation meets speculation after
Sure,
this
we'll
match.
hear something from Adrian Goldman.
We'll get hopefully closer to an answer. Casey Judge, 5'11", 220 from Des Moines, Iowa. Former European champion, former Intercontinental champion, and he of course has been to the top of that mountain once before. A former N.E.W. World Heavyweight Champion. Judgment Day perhaps.
Beat Vega to become the second
again.
ever N.E.W. champion. Spent 54 days with that belt.
Nothing to be ashamed of, a victory over the monster. Alex Crom has been on another level as of late. 5'11", 260 from Berlin, Germany. Former Intercontinental, some would say one of the best Intercontinental champions of all time.
Well, a 70-day run isn't bad.
Right up there with some of the best. Right up there with the likes of GBH and Cowboy Roy. Alex Crom says he is destined to become N.E.W. World Heavyweight Champion. claims he's the best wrestler Germany has ever produced. The German suplex machine has the pedigree.
Because he has sided with Yuri as of late. We are yet to see them in tag team action, besides that match in the Better Man series.
Have you ever faced Alex Crom? And has he ever competed against you for the N.E.W. North Heavyweight Championship
title,
before?
No, I think I faced him in the Intercontinental rankings back in the day.
What a belly-to-belly overhead by Crom to start this one off. Judge came at him running, but Crom had an answer for him. What a start by the German suplex machine.
Driving down on Judge here. What an uppercut.
Left hand
That
uppercut.
exposed me.
And then those stomps.
Oh wait. Judge
Final
now
carry
fighting
counter.
back.
And a scoop slam by Judge.
Putting some authority behind it.
Oh yeah, that's sweeping stamps to the head almost. Jeez.
Oh, off the ropes. Judge, came in but got hip tossed by Alex Crom, who has just been prepared for most of his moves here. Headbutts him into the corner.
Yeah, Alex Crom has had the Judge well scouted so far in this one. Snake Eyes, big left hand.
Oh, what a kick.
Super kick to the back of Judge's neck.
Connects right to the back of the skull.
That could be
Rings the spine.
the end of it for Judge, but a slam for good measure.
Well, Bradshaw would be proud. Crom goes for the pin. Not even a two.
Because
Casey
this is
Judge
Extreme
triple
Rules.
X, of course.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, no road breaks tonight. Not in this one.
Camel clutch locked in tight, and
And
Judge
that is
is
it.
forced to tap.
That is it. I think there was already too much damage done to Casey Judge. I mean, this match started off with that explosive belly-to-belly and never got any better for Judge. What an emphatic victory that was, Erwin, for Alex Crom.
That speaks volumes for Alex Crom here. What a match. As short as it was, again, it just said everything about how far Alex Crom has come as of late. As a wrestler, Casey Judge definitely no slouch in that ring. He's just taking a school here. And what is turning out to be a very, very short turmoil here tonight.
Well, yeah, I mean, a night of surprises, no question, and Adrian Goldman will have more questions and answers than he would have liked for a traumatic turmoil. Excuse me. A dramatic turmoil. Well, that one might have to go on the blooper reel. Well, coming up next, a main event for the evening. Stop laughing, Erwin.
Oh, the road to Riot just
Is it
gets better every time.
the IC rankings between the Reaper and the Mechanic? One of us has to be professional here. Should be a hell of a matchup.
Yes, it should. I mean, Intercontinental rankings here. As Max Raddox tries his hardest not to sneeze and fails. Yes, Intercontinental rankings here. Cowboy Roy, of course the champion, has beaten all oncomers including GBH. Well, the Reaper and the Mechanic now looking to continue their climb.
I fear my tissue may be dusty. Well, our main event should be an absolute oh, wait a minute.
Well, speaking of GBH.
Well, you know what? Everything I've said's been wrong tonight, so I'm just going to shut up and listen to GBH. How's about that?
Well,
There's been so much chaos tonight.
After a bit of a beating to one another, managed to German suplex me on the outside and rattle my brain enough to get a 3. No excuses for that. Let's see what he has to say here tonight.
Well, GBH, pretty clear message for you today, tonight, Erwin.
Well, yeah.
Claims that Yuri should face the victor, claims that he should be your opponent for Riot 11.
Well, as I alluded
He
to
wants a title shot.
before that last match, I still have no idea what Adrian Gorman has planned for Riot in regards to me. I have not been told.
I'm not even sure if the mad scientist knows himself yet, but I think it's undeniable. I mean, a match between yourself and GBH would be a marquee event.
Oh, definitely.
No question.
It would be legendary. I guess we're going to have to wait to see what Adrian Gorman has to say in the nights to come.
Well, I'd love to hear what Yuri had to say. Was rightly earned a title shot after his best of 7 series against Franco. An emphatic 4-1 result for the Russian Bear has earned him a shot at the N.E.W World Heavyweight Championship, so I'm sure Yuri will have a thing or two to say.
Well, yeah, I mean,
about
again,
that situation with GBH.
I fully expected it to be Yuri, but I have not heard anything from Goldman. So again, we're in the dark there. I presume he will make an announcement in the forthcoming days before Riot. I don't want to go in there not knowing who I'm facing. Let's put it that way.
Well, we have to move on to our main event, and what the main event it should be. It's going to be a one-on-one between the Reaper and the Mechanic here tonight, two of the hardest hitters in N.E.W today, and you can bet your bottom dollar, folks, they'll both be bringing some friends with them here tonight. These men rarely work alone nowadays. None of them. I think it's fairly interesting to note that the majority of the power players here in N.E.W have backup. When they know that working alone can get you dead here in N.E.W sometimes.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, the Reaper
from the dark corridors aren't safe.
The Reaper just growing that army of people you almost wouldn't, well, at least 2 of them you wouldn't have expected to ever join his side. And then the Mechanic and the Fixers, the huge heavy hitters, have done well for themselves here in N.E.W.
Well, yeah, the Mechanic and the Doctor, they've been around for a long time. I mean, I'm still not overly convinced about those 2 monsters as a team, as a unit. I mean, individually, undoubtedly impressive, but in my opinion, they've yet to truly click as a truly functioning tag team unit. I mean, I think the same could be said for N.Times, quite frankly. I'm still not overly convinced about Joe Freeman and Nate. I mean, yes, they've been victorious in their last 3 or 4 matches, but they're still not a fluid unit. I mean, they're certainly not as fluid as the likes of, say, Magnum Opus or Los Luchadores or, say, you know, the Brotherhood were back in the day, or, you know, one of those great tag teams, just for example. I mean, end times, they've certainly got potential, but I don't think they are quite yet the finished product as a unit.
The US champion not even bringing his belt down to the ring here, and again, this is not about tag team competition.
No, it is
although
not.
they will probably all bring their friends.
I mean, the Reaper, I mean, the lack of United States Championship, I think, just speaks of the arrogance of this man. This man has never, ever been without a title here, either in EFW or N.E.W. That's a tremendous record, and he should be proud of that record because of what that championship means to this company, and the lack of respect shown by the Demon of Fleet Street.
Yeah, he's currently
Speaks
hunting
volumes
for the Intercontinental Championship, which he also claims to not care about. Literally only wants the N.E.W. Championship, which I currently hold.
Yeah, the only championship this man's interested is the one that sits on this desk, Erwin. I mean, it's
a scary thought
ridiculous.
if he can get to that path. I mean, he's already got this far in his short time in the company.
Well, 5'9", 257, the very pits of hell itself. Faces a man who ain't afraid of a fight, and faces a man much bigger and arguably much stronger than himself. This could be a proper challenge tonight.
Well, the
Reaper still licking his wounds from his shocking loss, Erwin.
Well, yeah, I mean, again, that as a result faces Zach Fuller at Riot for that US title that he currently holds, but he's not finding it that much easier in the Intercontinental division either. I mean, every match he's had, it's been the first time we've seen the Reaper rocked in any kind of long-term way, narrowly losing narrowly winning a match against the Gangster to begin it all by count out.
There comes a point in every wrestler's career, Erwin, where they hit a talent barrier where eventually their luck runs out. As that finally happened for the Reaper, he is arguably, after all, only human. The mechanic stands in 6'8", 4'11", so height and weight advantage. The man from Dover, Delaware, didn't have any answer for that lariat or that kick by the Reaper, who predictably has a strong start here against the larger man.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the things about the Reaper.
Big right there by the mechanic.
You can't let his height or weight
was going for a gut wrench
fool you
suplex,
at all.
but big backdrop there by the Reaper, who recovered well. Goes for that neck wrench.
The Reaper, sinister minister, and his
The mechanic
flock at the outside. I think the doctor kind of had to come out
and take it to old school here.
I saw this
the
last
Reaper.
night.
Oh, that club across the back.
Oh, missed with a kick. Oh, went for a clothesline and was sent right over the head of Grime, over that top rope.
Oh, the hellish backdrop by the mechanic. The Reaper landing on that wafer thin mat.
Oh, the mechanic may have a chance here, but has to watch out. Grime's very close there.
Yeah, the mechanic knows this could be his best and brightest chance to beat the Demon.
What a
suplex. I mean, the Reaper's done some pretty despicable things, but what a lariat. What a kick. How did he recover after that assault? The hell is this guy made of?
Grime
Stealing screams.
sending the mechanic back into the ring for the Reaper. Shatopa letting that go. Oh, what a shot to the face.
Goes for a pin. Not even a one. Not even a one.
That's scary stuff. When he's facing someone like the mechanic.
Man drag takedown. Oh, what a big boot. Right to the chest of the mechanic, right to the heart.
Still has something left.
Hard left hand to the gut. Belly to belly overhead suplex. Explosive offense by the Mechanic. Head scissors, elbows right to that head. We've seen that ground and pound before style by the Mechanic. It's blunt trauma, but it's effective.
Yeah, let's not forget, the Mechanic can take a beating himself.
Oh, absolutely very, very resilient. Young man is the Mechanic.
Thunderous shot.
Off. What a clubbing blow.
Going for a scoop
well
slam.
countered by the Mechanic, using that height to his advantage. Headlock. And carry, getting the Reaper back to the mat there. Rolls out the ring there, perhaps wisely. Possum there. Oh, hangs the Mechanic up on the top rope. Guillotine. Needs to get back into the ring. Oh, uppercut.
Very sharp
Left
uppercut.
hand by the Reaper. Throwing those big soup bones around.
This is just ugly. I mean, the Mechanic's trying his hardest.
It's been a brawl, it's been a fight, Erwin.
And again, the Reaper has had no easy streak here, like we've seen from him in the past.
Yeah, certainly Mechanic keeping him honest here tonight. The Reaper not finding his meteoric climb to the world champion as easy as he originally thought it would be.
Another shot.
The higher profile of champions, the higher caliber of challenger. Oh, backbreaker by the Mechanic. The Reaper truly is in the big leagues now. Oh, arm drag takedown.
Oh,
what a big boot.
Boot!
What a boot to the head of the Mechanic.
Oh, and a knee. Oh, that knee has just bust the Mechanic wide open across the forehead there. You could see it as soon as he looked up after this shot.
Well, as his legs is dangerous as his arms, the Mechanic is in serious trouble now. That Crimson Mask being picked up by his tag team partner, being checked by his friend and fighting ally, the old doctor there, who's checking on his buddy's wounds. He's being joined by the other members of End Times who are surrounding.
This is looking a bit bad for the Doctor. Mechanic gets back in the ring.
Yeah, the Doctor trying to get out of the hands there, where it's the eyeliner Mank Shatopa who's keeping focused on the in-ring action.
Oh, wait, look at that!
Oh, what a fall-away slam. Shades of Ron Simmons right there.
Oh, and a kick to the already bust open face. Oh, surely not.
Oh,
Curb stomping him right into that mat.
Dear Lord. Vicious maneuver. Shatopa's down. This could be it. Mechanic's already bust open. No! The Reaper cannot believe it. Shatopa says no.
Yeah, disagreeing with the count there.
I'll argue with the official's not going to get you anywhere. The Reaper needs to finish this one off and finish it off fast.
I think he's looking to do just that. Look at the strength again, a dominator. Going for a pin.
Quite literally dominating.
No! The Reaper again. Disgusted Shatopa does not get to declare him
believe it.
a winner here.
The Mechanic.
Oh! Almost like a kiss of death there.
Refusing to die, surely. That has to be it.
No!
Again, the Mechanic gets his shoulder up.
And the Reaper with furious strikes.
The
but the Mechanic.
There it is.
Oh wait, no!
What a counter. What a crossbody, the Mechanic. That surge of adrenaline the fans are waiting for. Almost textbook Mechanic. The Reaper had it well scouted there. Crossbody the backdrop. What a flying lariat.
No! Again! And you see the blood just pouring from the Mechanic's face here. A huge chop to the chest of the Reaper.
No way.
Full service.
Full service! That's gotta be it!
Right for the pin.
No!
2.9 again.
What a main event! After so many times of this surely being over, wait, hang on!
Torture rack. Torture rack by the
rope
mechanic.
break!
Oh, the
Reaper's
Reaper being saved there by that rope.
just
Maxitope
flailing into it.
just correctly there, calling for the break, perhaps saving the demon, but for how much longer? Snap me a takedown by the mechanic, who's up all in the demon's face right now.
Yeah, he really is, but it's clearly dazed.
Tweet Street
Lots
may
of
be closed for
blood here.
business after tonight if the mechanic keeps going like this. Has faltered. Perhaps fatigue needs to capitalise. The Reaper with those lightning fast hands gets that right into the corner. Oh, sidestepped by the mechanic, who has lost a lot of blood. Fighting on sheer instincts here. You see his daze, confused. Gives the Reaper time to recover.
Yeah, after such massive offense, just
And go for the third old school of the night. Connects. Right across the shoulder blades of the mechanic, who has been valiant, who has been brave, but who has faltered here tonight
the
at the hands of the
signal at
demon.
the end here. What's he going for?
Oh, wait a minute, Dragon Sleeper going for that submission. The inverted Dragon Sleeper.
Slamming the mechanic to the mat afterward. Didn't have it held in long.
No, he didn't. Changed his mat. Oh, what an uppercut. Signalling the end may be nigh. And I think these fans believe him.
Well, yeah, but
The Reaper taking his time here.
that had given the mechanic a bit of time to recover after that rib breaker. And all this blood lost, that's surely got to be it.
Could be enough. No, again. I cannot believe the resilience being shown by the mechanic here tonight. This is getting almost inhuman.
Oh, wait. Scoops up the Reaper.
Oh, wait a minute, tree of woe. Oh, slam. Right onto the canvas. Ribs first.
Oh,
Hard
mechanic.
landed by the Reaper.
we thought it was surely over after that full service. Blocks another shot from the Reaper.
Look how much blood is on the face of the mechanic. Oh, what a snap suplex right to the pin. The sheer shock might be enough. No! The mechanic almost stole one right there.
Again, just when you think it's over.
What a bomb! Hold on!
Second.
And the third connects.
Moving away from the ropes. But look at that.
How did he do that?
I have no
Sweet Jesus, how did he
idea.
do that? Somebody call an exorcist.
Oh. The mechanic
Snake
in
eyes.
big trouble here.
Big
Boots.
Leg
And a
drop. Classic Reaper.
And signals it once more. Boot to the face.
Curb stomp.
Wasting little time.
Stalking his prey. The mechanic amazingly gets back to his feet but falls right into the hands of the Dominator.
Going for
That
a pin.
has to be it. 2. No!
A second Dominator. And the Reaper believes it that little. He goes for another pin.
No! Sweet heavenly Christ.
What a main event here. The Reaper
My
trying
goosebumps
everything.
have goosebumps.
The mechanic just keeps fighting.
How on earth, how in God's creation is the mechanic still in this thing?
This is incredible. I'm
Hangman.
surprised the Doctor, being a doctor, doesn't want to throw in the towel with all that blood. No.
Not enough. What will be enough?
Who knows? I mean, look at what we've seen so far from both of these men.
Oh, club across the back. You can see the conflict in the eyes of the Doctor. His medical degree still hotly debated here in N.E.W. Oh, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Oh, from the purest striker in the game, using the mechanic as a veritable boxing bag here tonight.
Again.
Oh, what a sweep of the leg by the mechanic, pure instinct, wrestling on what must be adrenaline and on. What strength, surely not. Got wrench, got wrench, suplex, my God, what strength. After the blood loss, after the assault.
Go straight for another
No
one.
way, you are fucking kidding me. 2 gut-wrench suplexes.
What a match.
Stalking his prey. What a comeback this will be. False service. False service.
more.
1, 2.
No! At the very last nanosecond, once again, this match continues.
I'm choking on shock and snot, and this is amazing. What a main event.
Snake Eyes,
Oh,
but again,
oh, what
the
a
Reaper
shot.
with
Flying DDT.
ungodly return.
What a match.
Big backdrop.
Unbelievable.
Can't believe
backdrop.
what we've seen.
Hard right hand.
Oh, there's something we haven't yet.
Oh,
Uranagi. The Reaper going for the pin. No! What is it going to take for one of these men to stay down for 3?
Absolutely unbelievable. Off the page. Resilience from the mechanic.
Wait, another
Oh, not again.
dominator.
The third, perhaps final dominator. 2.
And
There
it
it is.
is. What a match.
Unbelievable. Absolutely obscene.
Well, I take it back about my opinion of the earlier matches, because they gave time for one absolute slobber knocker.
Stonker of a main event. What a turmoil. These 2 men give you absolutely everything. The mechanic with immortal resilience shown here tonight. This one will go down in N.E.W. folklore. The Reaper was made to fight for this. The Demon of Fleet Street was not given an easy ride here tonight. What a match, what a turmoil, Owen.
Yeah, absolutely incredible stuff. And of course, we are on our road to Riot. We will be back tomorrow with Whiplash, half past midnight, BST. Do not miss it. Thank you and good night.
Good night.